What is the first thing you think about when you make a cast? And remember, every cast is important. Good morning, guys and girls. October 16, Jeremiah 15:11. You know, they call Jeremiah the weeping prophet because he wrote the book of Lamentations, which is a mournful type book in the Bible, in the Old Testament. But he also did a lot of things and made a lot of prophetic statements that was really, really good. And so he wasn't weeping all the time. Jeremiah 15:11 said, and this is a really good one. The Lord said, he's speaking to Jeremiah, the Lord said, I have saved you for a good reason. I have saved you for a good reason. Keep that in mind as you're listening to whatever I've written down here. The Lord saved you for a very good reason. The Lord saved me for a very good reason. And that's in itself, man, oh man, oh man, in itself, we can take that to the bank. Just that statement right there, we can think about today when things go wrong in our life, when something bad happens to us, when somebody treats us ugly, when they mess your order up at the drive-thru, whatever happens today. And there'll be some bad things happen today. Let me tell you what Chris did yesterday. No, don't let me tell you what Chris did yesterday. Whoa, I got that look. But there'll be some things messed up, but just keep that in your mind. God said, I've saved you for a very good reason. I've saved you for a good reason. Okay, here's what we wrote. Clear water is pretty much defined as being water that allows you to see a white lure 4 feet deep or more. So, if you're thinking about fishing clear water, if you can see a white lure 4 feet deep or more, yeah, you're in clear water. The combination of clear water and cooling temperatures like we have right now in most of our lakes is great to fish large bladed spinnerbaits. I like a 1/2 ounce. Back here I was using Booyah. We use a Jimmy Houston Legend bait nowadays with tandem willow leaf blades. And you know, on that Jimmy Houston Legend bait by Lucky Strike, I put an extra large blade on those. In other words, I put one size larger blade than normally comes on a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce baits. And this is one of the reasons right here. And you'll catch bigger fish consistently year round with a little bit larger blade. With tandem willow leaf blades. Best skirt colors are chartreuse and white and perch or bluegill color. Bulge the water with those big blades and get ready for some killer strikes. I'm talking about bulging the top of the water, keeping that bait right on top of the water where you're leaving a big old V wake. It looks like a big old snake or something coming across the top of the water. A big old bluegill up there swimming across the top of the water eating plankton or bugs. This combination works well because bass have adapted to the clear water. They've had clear water throughout the summer and into the fall like it is right now. They've got used to that clear water. They can see 30 feet or more in clear water, and they will come up there busting that thing. One of the best places to fish is right now is riprap. You find some riprap around bridges, around boat ramps, anywhere you find big, giant rocks. That's what ripraps are, big, giant, those white-looking rocks. This is the time of the year when those big bass really get in there. Seen a lot of tournaments won this time of the year fishing big bladed spinnerbaits on ripraps. Bass have adopted to the clear water. We are saved by God because he has a clear purpose for our lives. I believe God has a purpose for each of us every single day. Every single day. Not just a purpose for our life. He's got a purpose for you today. He's got a purpose for me today. How disappointed he must be when we fail to recognize the opportunities that he gives us. We don't want to disappoint God today. What purpose does God have for you today? Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears alert. God will show you what purpose he has for you. Might be just to make somebody smile. Might be just to make somebody feel a little bit better today. His purpose for today might be for you to have a tremendously great positive attitude. But God has a purpose for you. God has a purpose for me today. Here's our tip for today. Slow down and concentrate on where you want your lure to land and how you want to work it. In other words, of all the myriad of thousands of decisions you make out there every day in fishing, one that's very, very important is where your lure lands and how you want to work it. As an example, if you're fishing, say, a stump, and you think there may be a bass by that stump and you're going to throw a spinnerbait, you want your spinnerbait to land 2 or 3 feet past that stump on whatever side you want it to go. Sometimes you might be on the sunny side of the stump, sometimes the shady side of the stump. Kind of depends on the stump, depends on the weather, the time of the year. Throw your bait by about 3 or 4 feet past that stump and bring it by the stump, right where you want it to come by, right where you want to get into that potential strike zone area. If you were fishing a plastic worm by that stump, you might flip it out there right by the stump and then just let it fall on loose line and let it fall right down beside that stump, right where you think the best strike zone area is on that particular piece of cover. A crankbait, I'm going to throw that past it, let it put far enough where it attains a depth where it can go down and bump into that stump. Where your bait lands is an important decision, one of the most important decisions you'll make all day long, because you make that every single cast. Might want to also think about which way the bass might be facing. That determines a lot of times where you want that bait to land. If you don't have a Catch of the Day book, you can get one from us. Just give us a call, area code 918-457-5115. We'll pay the shipping and handling on it. If you want it autographed, personalized, let me know and we'll do that also, or let them know when you order it and we'll do that also. We're writing another Catch of the Day book right now. Be ready about this time next year, so it'll be a great Christmas present for you and a lot of your friends and family. Not this coming Christmas, which, by the way, is less than 3 months away. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I love you.